Welcome back. Today we'll be continue reading Bug Guy, my novel about a giant bug who becomes an influencer. Chapter 4, Part 2. I flew to the airport, something I never thought I would say. Taking in the grandeur of Manhattan, I had a panoptic view of JFK. So many planes lined up on the tarmac. I even waved to the ground crew as they looked up in amusement. They seemed to know who I was. I circled the terminal a couple of times before coming in for a landing, something else I never thought I'd say. After clearing security, I found a seat where I could stare out at the airplanes. As I relaxed into the chair, my phone rang. I won't say I picked it up, since it was almost impossible to do without thumbs. But Frank had velcroed my cell to my suit and hid it behind a flap, so I was able to swipe it and accept the call. There must be a better solution, but so far Frank's workaround was all I had.
Hello, this is Marcus Frankfurt, calling on behalf of the marketing department of Domino's Pizza.
Why are you calling me? Are you trying to sell me something?
Oh, no. Is there Gregory Samsa?
Speaking.
Well, let me explain. Hear me out. Your remark about our pizza on the Steve Stevenson show has gone viral. It's off the hook. That 6 seconds saying our product is garbage has received over 15 million views. It's the mother of all memes. If you Google garbage, the first result is Domino's Pizza.
Wow, I had no idea. I think I owe you an apology. I just blurted that out without thinking.
Cards on the table. We're afraid this meme will tank our customer base.
I think poor quality pizza is doing more damage than any internet meme could.
Well, all I can say is that we stand by the fine ingredients of our product. However, since you started the meme, I thought you might be able to end it.
Trying to stop a meme is like putting the genie back into the bottle.
Could you apologize for your remarks?
Will you improve the quality of your products?
Sir, you have to understand the truth about the economics of the restaurant business. We operate on very narrow margins, and any increase in cost will destroy any profit.
Now I was mad.
That sounds like an excuse. I can make a pizza half as expensive and twice as good as yours, and I don't even have hands. I wanted to apologize, but I don't any longer.
What about if we include an inducement?
Are you talking about money?
It could be money if that's what it takes.
I don't know. I never liked Domino's Pizza to begin with, so making an insincere apology in exchange for a bribe, that doesn't sound right.
Well, I like your sense of integrity, but the offer is on the table, and it's a substantial amount. If you change your mind, now you have my number, Marcus Frankfurt. This is my private line.
Okay, I'll think about it.
Please do. Remember, a substantial amount. I hope to hear from you. A lot is riding on this for us. We employ a lot of people who need jobs.
He said, then clicked off. The flight was smooth, and I was in first class thanks to Steve Stevenson's people. Turning the key to my apartment, I expected to find it empty, but I immediately heard the excited squeal of my mother as she ran toward me. Even before I could step over the threshold, she hugged me and smothered me with kisses. I was happy. Her new attitude was a shock to my system, and I squirmed to get out of her embrace. But she was strong enough to overpower me. After she relaxed her grip, she smiled approvingly and asked,
"How's my son, the TV star, doing?"
Mom, just because I appeared on TV once, it doesn't suddenly make me a TV star.
Of course you are. That's what all my friends said when we watched you. You were wonderful, a natural-born talent. No camera has seen since Marlon Brando.
She led me to the kitchen where she'd laid out a feast on the table.
I went to the dumpster behind Safeway to pick out the best ingredients to make a dinner for you. For an appetizer, I made a moldy onion ring with optional spoiled mayonnaise as a dip. The main course is rotten fish, head stew, and rancid rice. Finally, dessert is canned cranberry sauce. It's not spoiled or anything, but cranberry sauce straight from the can is horrifying, enough that it doesn't need to have gone off to taste horrible.
Thanks, Mom. You're so thoughtful.
Before I could eat this delicious repast, the doorbell rang. Mom let 3 women in. They were all squealing upon seeing me.
"Oh, he looks so cute in that suit, and especially with that bow tie."
One of them said.
"Can I introduce you to my daughter? She's really pretty."
Said another woman. The third lady took out a sheet of paper and said,
"My nephew wants your autograph, and also, can you make it to his bar mitzvah party?"
I was annoyed by their bargain while I was eating, and told them so in no uncertain terms. They acted properly chastised and beat a retreat to the living room. Mom and I were alone again, and she gave a peculiar smile that let me see all the cogs of her scheming mind slowly rotate.
"So, when are you going to introduce me to your girlfriend?"
Her statement caught me off guard. It hit me like a ton of bricks.
Mom, how do you know about Evelyn? We just met last night, and I wouldn't call her my girlfriend.
You're kidding me, right? TMC ran a story from a woman named Arlene who saw you sleeping with her roommate. She went into a lot of detail about what the two of you did in bed, especially how large and oddly shaped your penis was.
Come on, you can't believe stuff like that. You've seen my penis. You know it's not huge.
I said, then hung my head low in disbelief that I just said how small of a penis I had in front of my mother.
"Oh, you don't have to hide your girlfriend from me. You're not a teenager anymore. I know I gave you a lot of crap about being too obsessed with girls when you were in high school, but that was only because I was afraid you were going to get one pregnant and ruin your life. But you're an adult now, and with your newfound fame, you'll have enough money to support a wife, and more importantly, give me grandchildren."
There are so many things wrong with what you just said. I don't know where to start. First of all, being internet notorious doesn't pay all that much, and it could be a flash in the pan. And...
Oh, don't be so modest. I'm sure you'll get endorsement deals right and left and center. If they haven't already rolled in, I have faith in you.
Mom went to chat with her friends in the living room, and I thought I could finally get back to my meal. But after barely a few bites, the phone rang and Brian was on the other end of the line.
Hey, how you doing? Listen, I just got a call from the folks at Domino's. They want to do an endorsement deal. Oh yeah, I got a phone call from a guy named Marcus at Domino's, and I told him no. To get them to up their offer? Because they make crappy pizza. What? Who cares about their pizza as long as the check's clear? I only want to endorse a product I like, not just put my name on anything for $1. Okay, I understand. You have your principles. Sure. I respect your point of view. But please also think about the people who brought you this fame. The tailor who made your suit. The makeup artist who did your face. My niece Mary who made your website and prepared you for the interview. They all have to get paid somehow. If you take on this endorsement deal, they'll actually see some money for all the work they did. You mean you haven't paid them yet? How did you convince them to work for you? Well, I told them they were paid in exposure, but both you and I know that that's bullshit.
He was really putting me in a corner.
Fine, I'll do the endorsement deal, but I need your help because I suck at negotiating. No problem. You don't have to do a thing. Let me handle the whole situation. Listen, I just saw a TMZ article with the title, "Woman Has Sex with Giant Bug." Is that true? Oh, that. Last night I had a date with an intern from the Steve Stevenson show. She's a bug freak, big time, but that's another story. We slept in the same bed, but only because her couch was too short and narrow. We didn't have sex. The next morning, her roommate intruded on us and assumed we did and sold her story to the tabloids. Whether you did or didn't, the internet is blowing up with talk of your interspecies hookup. Yeah, I saw it. All those lies about the size of my Johnson. In fact, even if they did get my penis size right, it would still be embarrassing. All those personal details made so public. I get it. It's humiliating, but at least they're talking about you. That's the first rule of being a celebrity. The worst thing to happen is when they stop talking about you. If reading Hollywood gossip for 2 decades has taught me anything, it's that people love celebrity romances and sescapades. You should be more public about your relationship with your girlfriend. She's not my...
Why bother? I was starting to feel like a guilty defendant on the witness stand, denying everything.
What would you like me to do? Put pictures of Evelyn and me on social media? No, everybody does that. I'm thinking of something more ambitious. Why don't we have Mary follow the two of you around, going out on dates and doing couple stuff? We can make it look like a reality TV show, Keeping Up with the Samsas, or Beauty and the Bug. For one thing, I'm back in Oakland and she's in Manhattan. But that's not the point. I don't want Mary running around pointing a camera at Evelyn and me. It seems like such a violation of privacy. I don't want my moments of intimacy turned into entertainment. My life isn't the Truman Show. I see what you're saying, but I still strongly suggest you consider the idea. Publicity's the name of the game. It leads to endorsements, and endorsements lead to more publicity. Well, maybe I'm okay with the level of publicity I'm already getting. No, you should take it to the next level. Just imagine millions of people watching you every week. Otherwise, you'll be forgotten in a month. Okay, I'll think about it. Just let me finish my dinner. All right? Sure.
Brian said, then clicked off. I only taken 2 more bites before the phone rang again.
Hello?
Hey, it's so nice hearing your voice. I really missed you.
The same here.
I don't know how to say this, but have you seen the story on TMZ?
Oh, yeah. Everyone I hear from can't stop talking about it.
Oh, my God. My stupid roommate just couldn't keep her mouth shut. She never can. I should have known. I'm so sorry.
No need for that. It's not our fault.
I appreciate that, but now my life has been turned upside down. Weirdos are following me and taking pictures nonstop. And they come up to me to ask me awkward questions like, what does a bug penis look like? It's like a plague of paparazzi, and it's this bad for me. I can't imagine how it must be for you, Greg.
Yeah, I was overwhelmed even before the TMZ story. And now a friend of mine who thinks he's my manager or something wants to do a reality TV show about you and me. I shut that down, but he's persistent.
What? You had a chance at our own reality TV show and you shrugged it off? Greg, what about me?
Well, it just seems like such a violation of privacy.
Why is having a camera crew living in your house filming every move a violation of privacy?
I didn't know what to say.
Look, we could be the next Kardashians. They're past their sellout date, and if we don't grab this opportunity, someone else will.
Well,
You know what the Kardashians are worth? Billions.
okay, I'll reconsider, but no promises.
Reconsider long and hard. This is a no-brainer. Trust me.
Fine. I'll do the freaking reality TV show.
That's the spirit. I have to go. Steve wants to talk with me.
Click. And that concludes Chapter 4 of Bug Guy. I thank Dave Strom and Edie Matthews for reading along with me. If you are interested in purchasing my novel, please check out the link below. Thanks for joining in, and see you next time for more Bug Guy.
Okay, I got myself, I don't know if you've ever tried this, but a little bit of Grand Marnier and lemon, it kind of clears your throat.
What's that first thing?
Grand Marnier?
Never heard of it. What is it?
Really? Have you heard of it, Alice?
I think it's a kind of liqueur.
Yeah.
Which
Well, that's
is,
probably why I haven't heard of
Yeah.
it. I'm not very familiar with the stuff. What's that taste like?
You want to taste?
Just a little bit, yeah. Put it in a shot glass. It's just enough for a taste. Tiny little glass.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the Marcus Frankfurt, I immediately thought of there's a used car salesman in a Twilight Zone episode. It's a really good episode. What he does is he gets a car that's haunted. Anybody who owns the car has to tell the truth. And he's this used car salesman, always selling flawed cars and whatever. You know, like he's calling up, his wife calls
Have you
him.
had it before?
no.
You want to taste it?
Yeah, sure.
And his wife calls him up and he says, "No, honey, yeah, am I coming home tonight? Well, no, because I'm going to be," and he wanted to say he was going to be working on the voice, "playing poker with the boys, and last week when I said I was doing accounting, I was playing poker with the boys," and you hear his wife screaming at him on the phone, and he hangs up.
Did you hear there's a movie coming out and the guy feels no pain?
Yeah, that could be interesting.
Yeah. It's potent. It's potent, but it's
But it's just a little taste, so I'll see how
but
it goes.
it's tasty. But it's tasty.